Welcome back to the Soundboks 4 and Death from Below video manual. If you don't have a SKAA transmitter but you still want a multi-speaker setup, SKAA Wireless Audio Networking is a great option. With SKAA Networking, you can send audio over Bluetooth to one Soundboks speaker called the hub, and that speaker can relay the same audio to up to 4 additional SKAA receivers called satellites. These can be any combination of Soundboks and DFBs. Since the initial audio is coming in over Bluetooth, you won't get the same ultra-low latency as you would with a SKAA transmitter. However, this setup does allow for up to 5 speakers to play in perfect sync, and this type of setup is impossible to do with Bluetooth alone. Now, if you skipped part 2, just be aware that the official SKAA terminology is a bit different from Soundboks terminology. Soundboks calls SKAA Wireless Audio Networking team-up. They call the hub speaker the host speaker, and the satellites are called join speakers for their respective modes. Just keep in mind that we are using SKAA terminology in this series, so the host speaker will be called the hub, and all join speakers will be called satellites. Okay, let's say you have 2 Soundboks 4s and 2 DFB Mark IIs, and you want to set them up without using a SKAA transmitter. First, determine which Soundboks you want to be the hub. It's recommended that this is the Soundboks that is closest to you or closest to your Bluetooth device. Power this on and put it in host mode, and you'll see the Bluetooth indicator blinking, showing that it's waiting to be paired. Pair over Bluetooth in your device's Bluetooth settings and play some music. To add an additional Soundboks, power it on but put it in join mode. This will be our first SKAA satellite. In join mode, Soundboks will automatically bond to the hub. You'll see the bond button on the back show a bright amber color when it's bonded to the hub. Press and hold the bond button to greenlist the hub. When working with SKAA Wireless Audio Networking, all of the bond and greenlist functions I showed you in part 4 function exactly the same here, because the satellites recognize the hub as a SKAA transmitter. Next, let's add in 2 DFBs. Power both of these on, and they should automatically bond to the hub, and you can press and hold the bond button to greenlist. Now I have 2 Soundboks and 2 DFBs all playing the same audio, and I still have room for 1 more satellite speaker if I need it. Again, this is a great way to get a massive sound system for parties and events without needing a mixer, a DJ, or any other fancy equipment, and best of all, no cable runs. And don't forget about speaker poles. This allows you to mount Soundboks on top of DFB. You have 2 ways you can control the volume of your setup. You can control the local volume of each individual receiver using the volume knob on each unit, but you can also control the global volume going to all receivers from your device. For this type of setup, it's recommended to set the local volume of each receiver fairly high, and then use the global volume on your device to increase or decrease the volume of the entire network. Just keep in mind, you'll likely want all of your Soundboks to be at the same volume and all of your DFBs to be at the same volume. However, your Soundboks and DFBs will not necessarily be at the same volume. You'll have to dial in the amount of bass that sounds best to your ear. SKAA Wireless Audio Networking makes future setups super quick and easy. As long as you greenlisted the hub on each satellite, all you have to do is power on all of the speakers, put the Soundboks hub in host mode, and put any satellites in join mode. And all satellites will automatically bond to the hub speaker and only the hub speaker. And if you want to continue to use your speakers this way, it also helps to label your speakers with masking tape, so you know which one is the hub and which ones are satellites. Continue on through this playlist to learn how to get the most out of your Soundboks and DFB sound system. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the SKAA Sound YouTube channel to stay up to date on all new SKAA products and tutorials. And if you want to learn more about SKAA transmitters and receivers, head over to skaa.com or skaastore.com. Thanks for watching.